This episode of Talkin' About Rock is sponsored by Unleashed Music. Drawing on years of experience, contacts, and partnerships, Unleashed Music is uniquely positioned to platform, develop, and realize the vision of artists of all genres. Achieve your goals by partnering with Unleashed Music and take advantage of their decades of experience to help you create and execute your marketing campaign. Visit unleashedmusic.com for more info.
On this episode of Talking About Rock, James Christian from House of Lords. Talking About Rock, sponsored by School of Rock, North Buffalo, where they're making musicians every day. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Talking About Rock. I'm Rob Edwards. Here we bring you rock interviews from veteran and upcoming artists. Subscribe on our YouTube channel to stay up to date, and follow us on our social media and our website, talkingaboutrock.com. Today we have for you a band regarded as having one of the best arena rock debut releases of the 80s. With songs like I Want to Be Loved and I Can't Find My Way Home. Although the group disbanded in 91, they eventually came back together in 2000, and after a short European tour, they decided to return to their trademark arena rock sound and put it all together. Let's welcome to the show with us, we have James Christian from House of Lords. James, how are you?
Very good, thank you. How about you, Rob?
Doing well, man, doing well. So, yeah, House of Lords has always been known for their tasty licks and arena rock sound, and you guys have captured this again with Full Tilt Overdrive.
Yes, well, we've been doing it quite a few years, but on this album particularly, things came together in a very cohesive way. It started with Saints and Sinners and followed through with Full Tilt Overdrive with the addition of Mark Mangold on keyboards, which is something we didn't have on the previous albums after Greg Giuffria. So it was a welcome addition. He fit in perfectly, and his writing abilities complement ours, and Full Tilt Overdrive is the result.
Yeah, and I was reading, you put this new lineup together with the blessing of Greg Giuffria, kind of said, Tiny, with the go-ahead, right?
Yes, that was many years ago. That was during World Upside Down. And he also participated in co-producing that record as, being part of it. It's just how it worked out. I guess at that time he was doing some business ventures that were very, very lucrative. So he didn't really want to give that up to do a record. So in spirit only, but, he was there.
Excellent. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Jimmy Bell's hooks and riffs on here. Just some great standout tracks on here. Crowded Room, Bad Karma, really stand out to me.
Yeah, well, those are Jimmy's riffs. He does most of the, I would say, maybe 60-70% of the tracks that you hear on this album. Mark Mangold does also 3 or 4. But Jimmy's guitar parts are he comes in with the idea completely, ready to go. And most of the time it's just a matter of maybe doing some edits to get to where I want to get a little bit quicker than the original track was recorded. So, but as far as what he plays, it's embedded in him. They just amazing at coming up with classic riffs, a la Deep Purple and Ritchie Blackmore. I mean, I think he comes from that school.
Yeah, definitely. We spoke to him a little bit while back on the show when he had the Demons Down project going on, and just a talented, nice guy, definitely, with a lot of those influences, like you were saying.
Yes, absolutely. It's what really keeps the band heavier edge sounding. Any other guitar player, I think, would have. Well, not any other guitar player, but in this particular case, Jimmy's so heavy, and then you put on a melodic voice with it, and then it kind of takes that edge and brings it back to the middle. So it's not like a heavy metal band, but it's got the flavors of it, but just more in the lines of what House of Lords has always done.
Yeah, definitely. All right, great. So let's take a quick break and we're going to check out the track and video for Bad Karma. And we'll be
Okay.
right back here with James Christian on Talking About Rock. Okay, we're back here on Talking About Rock with James Christian from House of Lords. So not only are you on the vocals and bass on here, you also produced the new album as well, correct?
That's right. Yes, with Mark Mangold.
And I was reading a little bit in your history way back when, so if you want to go back a little bit, You auditioned back in the day, I guess, for Quiet Riot when Kevin left the band. They were trying to figure out what to do, and so you kind of threw your hat in the ring for that.
Well, I threw my tape in the ring. I never got a chance. I never really got a chance to do anything else. And it was a funny thing because the house I brought it to happened to be Chuck Wright's house. And at that time, he didn't know me. I didn't know him. And so he said, well, just leave the tape at the door. And then 6 months later has passed. They'd already found their Paul Shortino at that time, even before I sent the tape, but I didn't know that. I was just a new guy from New Haven trying to get myself anywhere I could out in LA. I spent my time out there working with a band called LA Rocks. And about a year later, maybe less, they hired Chuck to do bass for a showcase we were doing with LA Rocks. And when we started rehearsing, he goes, I know that voice. I've heard this voice before. And I said, well, it could be that I sent you a tape like maybe 8 months ago. And I never even got to meet you. You just said, leave it at the door. And he goes, oh my God. He goes, I've been trying to reach you in Connecticut. And I said, well, I moved from Connecticut. I now live in LA. That's probably why we didn't hook up. So that was the beginning of the beginning. After that, he asked me to lunch. And when we went out to lunch, he mentioned to me his band, House of Lords. Yes, House of Lords, but it wasn't called House of Lords then. It was just a project with Greg Giuffria, Lanny Cordola, Ken Mary, Chuck Wright, and no singer at that point. And they were looking for the singer. So it was a process. And that process ended up with me getting the gig, which made me a very, very happy guy.
Yeah. Well, now what I was reading, I also read after a meeting with Gene Simmons, you were the one they definitely wanted to be a singer with that for House of Lords. Definitely.
Yes.
It was his suggestion, I think, to do that, right?
Yes, it was. It was his final decision. I mean, I had already met up with Greg Giuffria, went to his house, and we did a couple of songs together, Standing on the Edge, Living on the Edge. I can't remember the title. It was one of the songs that's on the first album. Got a lot of albums, and I can't remember titles. And Jealous Heart. And I did 2 songs with him, and he said, I'm convinced you definitely got the chops to do this. And then the next was Gene Simmons. And basically with Gene, it was more of a character interview than it was a vocal interview. And by that, I mean how I presented myself, my views on everything, to make sure I was a good fit and not somebody just coming in there with this huge ego that's going to think he's taking over the band. I mean, that band was full of people who were way further along than I was. So I felt honored to be there.
Yeah, you always got to seem to find that right guy that can hang with you guys after the show, that you're going to be okay with on the road and doing tours, and you're going to mesh together, good personalities and stuff. And yeah. I also read, did he also name the band House of Lords also?
Gene Simmons did, yes. Gene Simmons, we had a name, I think it was Balance of Power. And Gene says, I don't like it because you guys sound too royal. Yeah, that sounds, it's a royalty type of group. And then he just blurted out House of Lords. And everybody just went, whoa, that's it. Nobody disagreed. Everybody agreed. So we went with it.
Yeah, very, very cool. All right. So new album, Full Tilt Overdrive is out now. You folks can check that out. It's also streaming on Spotify. So that wraps it up for this episode of Talking About Rock. Thank you to our guest, James Christian, for chatting with us today. And all our folks out there, thank you to our sponsors, School of Rock North Buffalo and Unleash Music. And to all our listeners and followers, we hope you're out there keeping the torch alive and some more live music wherever you are. James, again, thank you, man.
You're welcome, Rob. Thanks for having me.